Okay, so I'm in this demo account, and I'm on the Euro dollar, Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, because I took the British pound out because it's very volatile. And this one I'm going to run this 10 pip grid. So you could have sold here and made 10 pips. Actually, you would be up 20 pips right now. Market's about to close. I'm going to place a buy limit grid of just I think 3 tickets here, something. 15 minutes it's going to last. What the hell is it? Jesus. Here. Okay, 4 tickets, and it's got a soft stop, and it's going to last 15 minutes. Now I'm just going to throw it out there randomly, and that's it. Now for 15 minutes, we're going to risk whatever that is. You could open up the script. We also could have sold up here at the market right at the 10-yard line. Or we could have put a sell stop in there, or we could have put a sell grid above, and we could have played the pullback off of that. So it really doesn't matter where the market's going. If you're range trading it, you honestly don't care, and you just don't care. You can see the risk here. You can see the stop. What else is there? Waiting. Now, this is really coming back hard. Now, at the end of the... And here's the trap, right? Here's the inner circle entry. Well, this is we all know about this, right? Only the banks know about that trade. Shh. Now, if you started selling here, you're actually up right now. Although, you might have needed diapers as you rode up to here, right? So you go climbing up 10, another 10 now, having a end of the world stop up here to capture this on the way back. That's the trick. Here constantly, now here you're consolidating, and this is not a lot of, this is very trapped in a 20 pip range where this is capable of really moving. And if you got a decent spread, of course the spread here is a little wider than this by a little bit. The British pound is a little bit squirrely. I mean, it's crazy, right? Where this, you're going to have a better ATR match where you can write a script like this, real easy one that's just going to buy like so many pips deep. Now you could buy one at the market now. So instead of buying one at the market, I just buy one at a stop. It's going to put a stop and a limit. So it's actually going to buy a little bit deeper, and it also is not going to get in the market unless it's either going to go up or down here. So this is a way to psychologically be off the hook. You don't have to pick the direction so much. Here I'm going to put another exact same 15, so if you can handle 15 minutes of risk, slightly different price. Here it's going down. So here I'm going to put another, these aren't the best trades in the world, but I'm just showing that the execution. And so let that cook a little bit. I just got filled on the buy stop here. This is right at the breakout point. So this one I'm going to put the same order, buy stop with a buy limit in here too. So I'm guaranteed to get filled on something, probably a stop or a limit. I'll let the market decide. And if this is only going to bounce up in the next 7 minutes, I'm basically going to get out of this trade. So it's hard to build elaborate trade stuff at this time of day. And it's going to be, it's 201 leverage here. So it's costing me $88 to be in a 20K right now. I'm down $1. Wait for the top of the hour. See how we make out. I also have the fact that the limits are just going to sit there for 15 minutes. They could still fill, so we're not out of the woods here. I saw I was down $2 there. Get a little nervous. I put in some more buy limits. That same script that's going to launch for 15 minutes. It's going to buy for about 20 pips with a 30 pip stop there. About to get stopped out of this one. So I'm in 30K. And I'm going to place it well, I'm just going to let it go. I'm in too big. So I'm going to let it go because top of the hour is coming. You could still get filled on limits. So if it's going to come back to this fair value where it's at right now is the middle of the road. Consider to be the middle of the road. This is home in the middle. It's coming back into the round number also. Here, the round number happens to be down here, so you have a kind of a target that's kind of a little bit of a, it's got to go down. Now, you'd be up almost 25 pips right here selling just off of this top, and all you're up into here is a very unfair, unpopular. It has not taken out the high of the week. So here's Sunday at the dotted line, and this retested the 100 on the New Zealand dollar at the 100-yard line. Kind of a stupid trade, don't you think? Just buy there. Well, I don't know if you need to back test that. Usually, if you're going to have a 20 pip stop to make 80 pips, that's all you would be armed with, and just go out looking for trades like that. Where can you place an order to get in, either at the market or ideally hand place an order or a grid out there in outer space before the fact? Okay, I'm down $8 here. So I'm taking some heat into the pullback of the okay, 857, and the top of the hour is coming. So go to the half-hour charts. Take a look at these three with the half-hour view. Okay, can't see the damn chart. There we go. Okay, buying this pullback. I'm going to put in more buy limits now. These are kind of a distance. Okay, so it's a buy low, sell high game. And we're going to try to scalp this. We're trying to swing trade this plunge here. So it comes back into these. We get in, we get out. Is it too late to sell? I think it could drop another 5 pips. This is a lot stronger. This can really move. New Zealand can really move. So you have to slightly gauge this script slightly different. Okay, top of the hour in 20 seconds. Let's see, I guess I'm not down. I haven't lost anything, so I have. I'm down $8. I haven't gotten stopped out anything. If we can make $20. That would be my expectancy. Okay, I'm down 10. About to get stopped out of something possibly. 88.57. 5 more minutes to go for the scalp. But yeah, you just throw the orders out there. There's nothing you can do about it. Okay, I'm going to come back in 5 minutes, see if they stop me out. Okay, this is just about the right amount of margin that I'm in right now. Now, I feel like I want to buy some New Zealand right now, but it's all right. If you think that it's done coming down, you're probably right about 50% of the time, right? It's done going down, and then it goes up, and then it goes down again. So how long does it go up before it goes down? And did you take any profits on that micro bounce, on the dead cat bounce? And then you kind of like took something away, 30% of your position, let it bounce around, because if you're trading 3 currency pairs like this, or if you're just trading New Zealand, Australia, and taking the best out of those guys, you probably have to trade a little bit bigger to make up for the fact that you don't have the... but it's kind of a unique situation because Australia and New Zealand are tracking pretty damn close, whereas the euro dollar is a completely different world. They got different pricing issues. So if you're looking for a little bit of an arbitrage, you would just go Australia, New Zealand. A lot easier to calibrate those 2 currencies. And plus you reduce your diversification a little bit, but you make it a little easier to trade on a monolithic approach, like, hey, I'm buying, selling. And you're going to get filled on the New Zealand, maybe not get filled on the Australian. You run the same script on both, the same risk amount. And they trade small, so you can trade, both of those add up to like the British pound. very cheaply priced. High interest rate though. So there's the argument for that it's bullshit that a currency would go up in value if their interest rate, because look how cheap these currencies are, and they pay the most interest rate of any place on the planet, Australia, New Zealand. And what if they raise their rates? Make their currency go up or down? I don't know. Didn't seem to help the dollar when they raised the interest rate here. Dollar went through the floor. Okay, we're setting up for a possible rally here in the next minute. And if I could scalp out of this pullback to the round number, we came back 15 pips here. We've come back 30 pips here, and here we've only come back a little bit. So you can almost get rid of this currency. Because this guy's on a different page, he could still plunge. It's a lot to manage. These are pretty close. So we take this out of the picture. And this is a whole different view. Now we can zoom in a little bit. There's less to worry about here now. We can get into the... see which one blinks first. Oh, even though here you have a different, like this is a wave 4, an L8 wave. This is consolidation wedge pullback. Here it's a little rough and ready. It's not the smooth pullback. But you can see a similarity in movements here. This goes straight up, where this has kind of a hiccup before it continues. You pick the best out of each one of these. So if I put a buy stop here, with a buy limit, that's kind of a big giant order actually. And if I do the same thing here, or this one I don't do it because I don't want to put on too much margin. And this one's going to get filled on the pullbacks, the 15-minute psycho plunge. This way, this guy's making money, this guy's about to get filled, and you got a little bit of a and it's basically these two countries against the dollar. And which is the strongest one, and the laggard, more volatile on the little more spread on New Zealand, but you know, you have this kind of yin and yang between these guys. So I'm still sitting at $11 down, looking for that last gust of wind. Okay, it's 5 after the hour. This clock is off on this computer. I mean, what the? How can this clock be wrong compared to what's on the? You die, right? This is getting a bad... Okay, so now I'm done. Now I'm getting hammered. And it's probably... See, the euro is actually up, even though I'm not watching it. Not really good. You know, it's a demo account. All right, let's come back here in about... when something happens. If I make some money, I'll come back. In about 7 minutes. Okay, they stopped me out of something, and I'm taking in more orders. More buy limits are getting filled here. Down $34. Still waiting for 2 minutes to come. 2 more minutes to go. Down about $42 there. I lost one of my positions, but I'm into 566 a margin right now. And still waiting. We got 40 minutes left, so we're looking for a dead cat bounce. Dead mouse bounce probably at this point of the game. Okay, I just put a buy stop on both of these with one buy limit. So this pullback, I'm looking for maybe 5 to 10 pip bounce here, and here just 10 pips, and I'll be cashing out. So just bought into this plunge. This is way more dramatic than this one. Okay, I finally got filled on these limits. I've only been stopped out of one mini lot, I think. So my balance was 88, and I'm down $4 on the balance, and down $41 open losses here. Just looking to scalp maybe the last 15-minute bounce here. The market just moved, and we got a chance to make some money here at the close of the day. So it's down $40 at one point there, and I'm using $748 a margin. Trying to make about, I'd say, 50 bucks. Five more minutes for this scalp. I added some more tickets on. So I put some buy stops in for a scalp of 5 to 10 pips or something. And I did that on both currencies. And I'm waiting to cash out of something and get down to about $400 a margin. And the bottom of the hour is coming in 15 seconds, supposedly. So it's either going to be a do or die. One could go up and the other one could go down. I'm averaging across these two currencies. The one on the right is very volatile, so I've also got the buy limits pending on the one on the right. So if we scoop down, we pick up those tickets and then we come roaring back. That's laid in place for the next 15 minutes, and we've got two more 15-minute intervals to come. So I can do it again with the 15-minute catch a falling knife script. Put them on both currencies because one may dip and one may not. Who knows? Okay. Another 5 minutes for waiting. This one looks like it's going up, but no guarantees. And it's like maybe it's going to make a failure swing at the high. So we're looking for those 5 or 7 pips. This looks like it's going to plunge. So this one I put super aggressive catch a falling knife scripts in for 15 minutes. Down 27 bucks and waiting. Yeah, so now I'm in a bigger position. Only down $29 in a very big position right now. 20, twice as much. 20 minutes left to make up the drawdown of $42. We're up to $20 now. I could cash out and be done for the day, or I wait 5 more minutes to auto cash out of some of this. 945 of margin now at this point. We're getting our bounce here. I'm about to cash out of something. My first exit. It's been 5 minutes from we really got in heavy here about 10 minutes ago. At this point, I could get out of everything and be up on the day. Finish up with another $100, another 50 bucks. Well, I'm down $4, so I would give this about 1 minute to make 10 more bucks. Time's running out. 10 minutes left. Okay, 7 minutes left. Just about to cash out at New Zealand. Big struggle here on the half hour to get this 10 pip bounce going. Very close to the cash out point here. Only 4 minutes left. I'm probably never going to see my profits on Australia, but New Zealand has still not got out of any. I'm still in the same amount of margin I've been in for the past 10 minutes. I got 3 minutes left to get out of the market. So the spreads just went incredibly wide there for a second. Very difficult to even get out. So the spreads are going to get all funky now. And you'd be just on the edge of getting out of something here. So I may have to pull the take all profits button in the last 2 minutes if I don't start getting out of something. So the most it ever, I was down 40, I was up about 40, 50 for a millisecond. And if I'm up 70 here, I would just get out because the spreads are getting really bad. But it also means there's a real volatility coming in here. So try to catch. See, the spread just went to 6 pips on Australia. So you kind of just got to gauge the exit here. If I get 50, I get out right here. Okay, looks like I'm not going to see it. So I'll take the New Zealand off first. Okay, pretty light position now. Pretty much took off all the Australian and slight bit of this remaining. And that's not too big a position. I can trim off. I got 2 minutes left, so I can wait. I can just manually get out of the last 2 tickets. Okay. Looking for a slight fall through the upside. And all these pendings will delete 15 minutes after. I'm not going to get rid of those limits. Those are 3-hour limits, actually. Okay, just take off. Got 1 minute left. And just call it quits there. There you go. That's how it rolls. And I guess they're going to close here. I don't know if daylight saving time is going to make this go longer. It shouldn't. It should be it. I'm assuming... Oh, they would have closed earlier. So they should stop trading. And we just got an 8 pip. We just got a 10 pip spread over here on Australia and close. So you really had to get the hell out. And that is the closing price, and that's it. And almost to fill here, but there you go. Scalped a few more bucks trying to get this demo up to the all-famous big number. Going up against the Inner Circle Trader here for the... we're going to take a victory lap around the Forex Trading pit. I'm up 20 grand. He's flat. He has not entered the contest. I'm kicking his ass right now, all day on this buy low, sell high theory.